reseller, you give me an offer and I'll take it.
I say, this is Johnny's place, where you can have it for no problem. I got the dollars.
Fixed income, no credit, bad credit. Here at Kajun Roots Reseller, that's no problem.
Let them have it.
I've got my dollars and I sit in my best offer.
We say yes. See the special man. The easiest man on YouTube.
You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let them have it with no problem.
Hello, good morning and welcome on this Thursday morning here in Massachusetts. Oh, not in Massachusetts, we're in Illinois at the lake house. It's 75 degrees already this morning. Let's see who's first in the chat this morning, and that was none other than Mark. Hello, good morning and welcome. And Anitra. Hello, good morning and welcome. Mona. Hello, good morning and welcome. Michael. Thank you very much for the membership. I just noticed that you gifted a membership this morning to Simply Dana. Thank you very much and greatly appreciate it. So this is for you. The dollars, let me have it, please. I got the dollars.
Let them have it.
You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let them have it with no problem.
Let him have it.
And thank you very much. It's always time for a chair dance in the morning. And now this is for the new member, Simply Dana.
Attention, new member. I want to thank you. Thank you for being a friend and family member of the Kajun Roots Reseller channel. Thank you.
And let's see who else we have. Anna Marie, hello, good morning and welcome. Cha-ching, ding, hello, good morning and welcome. I just subscribed to your channel. I thought I was still subscribed and I wasn't. And I guess it was because of the old channel, new channel thing situation about a year or so ago. I need to reach out to you about something I want to talk to you about. So I'm glad you're here and thank you. And always good to see y'all in the chat. Jennifer, hello, good morning, welcome. I'm already dropping the featured channel of the week, which tomorrow is time to change it again. Every Friday morning. Mary, hello, good morning and welcome. And Margie, hello, good morning and welcome. And Kawanda, hello, good morning and welcome. And welcome to the new nest here, Blue Jay Collections. Y'all give them a big warm welcome. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate you joining us. And I just checked out your channel. I'll have to go check out and see what that video is about. And thank you for being here. How did you hear about the channel? Thank you for coming by. Let's see. Stacy, hello, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Jamie, hello, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. And Jamie, hello, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Hetty, hello, hello, good morning. Thank you very much, Mark. Yes, it was like another jump last night. We had a lot of more videos views last night. It was like, wow. Those 2 videos are really hitting and I love it. So, yeah, it's like, I still can't believe it. Dee Dee, hello, good morning and welcome. Miss Denise, how are you doing? Good to see you. Miss Creative Creations by Miss D. And look, yesterday I watched one of your videos yesterday. Riveted Sisters, they were live, and I was able to catch their live yesterday. I was so glad to be able to start popping into other chats because that's what I do over here at the lake house. I don't go to bed early. So I've been trying to do some channel hopping and checking out channels and saying hello while I'm there. And you're welcome. Good morning. Simply Dana, hello, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see ya. Let's see, everybody saying good morning. Jamie, nice to see you. Wait for information for today. Can't wait for your information for today. Well, today, my co-host is here. And hello, Dawn. Don't forget Dawn and Mary. Dawn and Susie Woozy go live today at 9:30. Let's see. Wait, can't stay long. Have to take mom to the doctor. So I changed. Oh, okay. So the channel, her show's changed to 2 o'clock today. And Dawn, is it on your channel or Susie's? I think it's on yours today, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to go over real quick through the calendar of events. Dawn said they changed their show to 2 o'clock. So we have, let's see here, at 10 o'clock is Adventures with Victoria, and she is live with her mystery bag auction. I believe it's today. I think she's back on. Stacey May Catitude comes on at 10 o'clock with her crafting every 7 days a week. Leslie's Lucky Finds goes live at 11. 11 is also Rita the Booted Chick. At 11:30 is Jackass Retro. At 12 o'clock is Dawn and Mary from Two Hip Chicks. That's every Tuesday and Thursday. 1 o'clock is Ella Saved Here First with her guest. She usually has 2 guests on, and I believe today is Jeff Crumplin. I believe it's her guest today is what she said yesterday. At 4 o'clock is Creative Creations by Miss Denise. She is live with Dawn's channel and Josie's Place. And then at 5 o'clock, is, if it's still on schedule, is Victoria and Nana Tink's auction. At 6:30 is Roy, Dust Not Included in Janine's at 6:30. At 7 o'clock tonight is the 2 Beardos, and that's with Back Row Bit of Chuck and Nady Pie. At 7 o'clock is Vintage Hippie, The Vintage Hippie. 8 o'clock is Mary with Ancestral Beginnings. At 8 o'clock is also Caucasian Sasquatch with his live show. 8 o'clock is also Melissa, Old Time Gems and Antiques. At 8 o'clock also is Scooter Renee LLC with her live auction. At 8:30 is Living My Best Life, and today's is Important Tips. Every day she does a different show with different topics when she does her shows. And then at 9 o'clock is Southern Vintage, and at 9 o'clock is Steph and Helen with their Laverne and Shirley show, and that's every Thursday at 9 o'clock. So if you have a specific show you're doing on a regular basis and you did not hear your channel name on a Thursday, just go to the community tab below. I do have it as a second post. There is the calendar where it's open to all. Just remember, when you open it, it'll be added. You need to add it to your calendar list. And with that, you can see everybody who is live on the community that I know about. If they emailed me or made a comment on that link, on that post, and I'll add you to the calendar. That's for everyone to see who gets the link. No Thursday auctions for Leslie. Well, thank you very much for that. And again, I don't know unless they call and let me know. I mean, message me or comments. So thank you very much for letting me know that, and I will take care of that now. So no show for 11. Okay, let me get back up here. Thank you very much, Jennifer, and for everything you do. Where was I at? Way up here too, huh? Yeah. Cha-ching king. Nice to see what you. Okay, that's where I was. All right, so that taken care of. Good morning, Jeannie and Mike. How are y'all doing? Good to see you. And Jamie, thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. And this is for you. None other than another chair dance already this morning. I love it. The dollars. Let me have it, please. I got the dollars.
Let him have.
You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let them have it with no problem.
Let him have it.
Thank you very much. And yeah, Cha-Ching King, I was looking at this morning because every day my you know how you get on your main page on YouTube StreamYard on your stream, it tells you like what your watch hours are and all that stuff. Well, I had hit in the last 28 days, and I like to share this because, you know, I like to show all my numbers. I'm very transparent and what happens and everything. And so anywho, in the last 28 days, I have hit 47,700 views. And in the last 48 hours, the how to receive your YouTube gift membership reached another 4,300 views. And the breaking news about the new YouTube monetization for new YouTube small channels hit another 2,009 views. But the interesting thing in the last, I just put these videos out within the last couple of weeks. The breaking news for YouTube monetization is 23,671 views. And the how to receive your gift memberships hit another total of 17,297, and that came out on June 27th. So that's how the numbers have been performing, and I love it. Every morning I'm still like, wow, you know, can't believe it kind of thing. So now I'm thinking of other videos to do next week because I haven't been putting out any videos this week because I'm on vacay. Scott, hello, good morning and welcome, sir. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. And I think I'm almost caught up, so we can get this show started on the topic of the day. So if you, this coming week, podcast tips on how to gain newbies buying online storage auctions. That is awesome. I'm looking forward to that, which I need to watch the one you already did. So if you are thinking about getting into Poshmark and you just never took that step yet, like me, I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to be doing it this coming month. You come to the right place because guess what? We have none other than the special guest co-host with me every Thursday is none other than her queen herself, Your Majesty, Glammaz Closet.
Oh, sorry, it cracks me up every time.
I know, I was watching you. So, if you have any questions about Poshmark, this is the perfect time to come on in and ask you questions. We try to get them answered, and if she doesn't know, we'll definitely get your answers for next week. And don't forget, on Fridays, I do the Q&A all about Etsy, and that's with Design Laura's, and we do the same thing there. So if you have any questions, make sure you do ask in the chat with the word question, all in caps, and just ask your question. Hello, Jeffrey. Good morning. Hello, and welcome. And Joe, hello, hello. Good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. So if you have any questions, that's what you're here for, then that's great. And I thank you for being here, regardless if you don't have any questions. But again, we always welcome questions no matter what they are. And so what we're going to do is we'll get started with Glammaz telling you a little bit about herself. For those that are new to the channel, I want to thank y'all for joining us. And so this is just one of the treats we do every Thursday morning. So Glammaz, for those who may not know who you are, don't forget to promote your channel and talk a little bit about what you do.
I'm joking. Sorry. I'm like crickets. I'm Dana. Hi guys. I'm Dana. I'm Glammaz, the Glammaz of Glammaz Closet.
Wow, you trying to get speechless here?
Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm never speechless. Y'all know me.
Yeah.
I talk too much, if anything. So I have a Poshmark closet that I've had for the past 3 years. And on Glammaz Closet, we talk about kind of the lighter side of reselling. I do go through every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Central. I have Sunday Brunch with Glammaz, where we go through what's happening in reselling that week. We also talk about shipping news. We talk about fashion news. We talk about trending news, things that we see that are trending for both for sale and for, you know, if you see something that sort of is coming down the road too. And then we just chat, you know, we have salty treats. We have sweets for the sweetest. I love to do shout outs to other resellers. And that is every Sunday at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Mountain, 8 a.m. Pacific. And then every Thursday morning, I am live with Johnny on his channel, and we talk about all things Poshmark and some things reselling. And that is every Thursday morning at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. I can't do the math on the other ones right now. I haven't had enough coffee yet. You had me at Wolf. But I do have today, this morning, if you want to see what it looks like whenever you take your closet back for vacation, I can screen share because I actually plan on doing that live this morning while we're on the air.
Oh, cool. All right. So I just noticed we have Lisa. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Jeffrey, I'm gonna have to go check it out. I was on last night, but I was like watching other channels last night. We're opening our spirits already.
Yes.
Wow. It's like it gets earlier and earlier every year, huh, Michael?
Yeah.
Peddling Profits. Hello, good morning, and welcome. Why don't I see a thumbnail for this Sunday Glammaz?
Because this Sunday, actually, I have to wait and see because my husband has 4 days off in a row after working 6 17-hour days in a row. He's with the electric company. And we've had all the storm damage and stuff. So I still have to, I want to wait and find out what his schedule is because he has indicated that he may be ready to hop in the car and just hit the road. So because I am retired, I'm kind of open to that now. So I should have an answer by noon today. Actually, I have texted him and I'm waiting for him to text me back.
Hello, Angela. Good morning. Hello, and welcome. And also don't forget today, if y'all see Angie's oddities in the chat somewhere, today is her birthday. It is on the calendar. Yeah. So I just realized I didn't say nothing about that this morning. Yeah. If you have any questions about Poshmark, please feel free to ask. I'm trying to remember, did we have anything left over from last week that we were supposed to check into for this week? I don't remember because I'm not at home with my notes. So I didn't bring them with me.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
One of the things I want to talk about, taking this from your last live last week, you were talking in reference to, and this happens on all platforms. For a while, you got a good streak going on. You're getting all these sales, no problems. And then all of a sudden you hit a dead wall.
Yeah, it was
all of a sudden you get like all of these returns, all of these problems. Talk a little bit about that on how to overcome that. And I know sometimes it makes a depression of what's next, So talk a little bit about that and how did you get to handle that?
Absolutely. Honestly, people say, it's just business. Don't let it get to you. Guys, it's your own personal business. Of course, it's going to get to you sometimes. Right. You can say that all day and you can look in the mirror and say that all day. But at the end of the day, sometimes it just hurts your feelings or it just kind of, depresses your spirits a little bit.
Right.
And in the past, what I've done is one of the things that works best for me is just to turn off my closet and go on vacation on my closet for a few days. I would usually just go and sort of do some self-healing and get my head out of that space. So it's one of those coping mechanisms where, if this is your whole focus in your whole world, and you're doing YouTube and you're doing reselling and that's your whole world, sometimes you have to take a break because, remember that this is the internet, and as much fun as it is and as fulfilling and profitable as it can be, it can also seep into your head a little bit and cause you not to really live your fullest life outside of it if you're not careful about a balance. So, so I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna hide, right? I'm just going to go right on YouTube because me, I'm a blabbermouth anyway. I talk about everything. So I was like, you know what, let's go live and talk about what's going on because I think everybody goes through it. And knowing that everybody goes through it is probably your very best defense because just knowing that you have company on that route, just knowing that, you're not alone and you're not a failure. It's everybody's got it always comes in threes and always in the middle of summer for me. I get 3 returns in a row, or at least 3 people in a row who are in one way or another unsatisfied with their order. And the first one's like, oh, okay. Oh, ouch. But I can take that, whatever. The second one's like, ow, okay, stop it. And by the third one, you're just like punch drunk. You're like, okay, what do I do now? But you're not alone. And that's the main message that I want to get out there. Honey, I go through it. Everybody goes through it. The coolest resellers on YouTube go through it. We just do. And again, people can tell you not to take it personally, but that's a whole lot easier to say than do.
Well, the next question I'm going to ask is because I know I've been seeing, again, with being on vacation, I get to watch a lot of videos.
Yeah.
But I've been noticing some videos where a lot of people are complaining or down in reference to, because again, I know from past experience on the summertime, the sales go down.
Yeah.
A lot of people are taking their kids out on vacation, they're traveling. So on Poshmark, are you still seeing that as well as the other platforms are?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Poshmark has summer slowdown just like any other sales thing does. And I bought all of this swimwear thinking that was going to sell. And the things that have been going out the door are so weird to me. They're like dresses, like full dresses. And like, you know, and I'm thinking, well, why isn't anybody buying this Madewell bikini top? You know, it's so odd to me. But I think that's another thing that everybody goes through. All resellers go through summer slowdown. The trick is to, you know, okay, it's going to be slow. What can I do? What can I do to make it more profitable this month? Whether that's, you know, reaching out to other resellers that may have auctions and going live on those, or whether it's, you know, expanding to another platform, or whether it's something as simple as starting to list more every day and starting to list all of your winter stuff and your fall stuff, because that stuff's coming right around the corner. And Johnny, I think, was just talking about this the other day. You know, it seems like it's way too early. It's so hot outside that you can't hardly breathe. It's way too early to list the Christmas stuff. It is not. That stuff sells year round. And I'm one of those people actually who starts Christmas shopping like 8 months in advance. So it is never, ever too early.
Well, one of the things too, we had talked about the other day was, and I do this all the time, especially at this time of the year, we're already in Q3, you know? And so and I think Michael made a good point too about, which I still can't believe it's this early, for the costume shops, the Halloween spritz already starting to pull their thing, because Michael does all the setups. Yeah. So when he's talking about it, it's like, wow, it's right around the corner because it's real, you know? And for me, I love it when I'm listing all year round, no matter if it's whatever holiday, but this is at the time of the year when I start pushing Halloween, fall, Christmas, Thanksgiving, those type of things. You want to make sure you get them starting listing now, because it's right here. It's going to be here before we know it. So instead of thinking about, oh, I'm not getting sales right now, the sales are slow, especially if you're a new person starting, that is usually every year. But this is the time you want to regroup, start looking at what you can list for the upcoming seasons, and get that ready for Q4. Because when Q4 is here, and that's not counting just your listings, that's your shipping supplies, your packing material, whatever you need to get ready for that quarter. You need to be ready, especially when I first started it'd be 4 years on the 24th of this month that I've been selling on eBay that I started. And again, I learned the hard way the first year because I didn't know what to expect. No one told me, oh, you might want to start doing this now. So it's just a learning experience. But the more you do it, the more you realize that, yeah, this is the right time to start listing that kind of stuff. You know, you don't want to wait till the last minute and then you're missing the boat, you know?
It really is. And there are things like sweaters and boots and scarves and gloves, and you want to have, it's better to have it before you need it. You don't want to be chasing your tail on that. And especially Halloween decor and Halloween costumes, Halloween makeup, anything that has to do with Halloween, anything that has to do with Thanksgiving or Christmas. And not only that, but your daily listings are going to help spark that algorithm for sales. So the more that you list, the more that you sell. And that's just how the algorithm works. That's not even like, you know, oh, you list more, you sell more. That's literally how the algorithm works. It helps put you towards the top of the search bar.
Feeding the beast.
Yeah, absolutely. And why not do the winter stuff now? I mean, unless you're in unless you're in an attic room and then it's kind of hot. But yeah, it's also a good time to make sure that your inventory is to do a very thorough inventory check, and make sure that everything that's in your inventory matches the SKUs and that matches what you have in your computer. It's a good idea to, it's a very good idea to, if you're going to clean and reorganize your selling space, this is a great time to do that. So it's kind of one of those times of year when you actually can kind of take a deep breath and reevaluate and reimagine your store or your closet.
Well, just like Mom just said, it's time to reevaluate your listings, keywords, prices, and everything. Yes.
Yes, Yvonne, great minds.
And again, I've noticed that there was some chat in the chats a couple of days ago, and within, I keep an eye on the chats. Some people were having issues where they sell something and they can't find it. Well, this is the perfect time right here to start doing this stuff, because you want to make sure all your inventory is right. Again, if you're doing, like, say, cross-posting and something happened and one sold on a different platform, or if you're doing it manually, use those little notepads, the little sticky notes that you have it sold on, listed on multiple platforms, so you don't get into that bind. And I like to try every quarter, go through, and I do all my inventory in sections. So I'm always checking to see in those sections, do I have everything in that inventory? Do I have everything in my categories? And do whatever is best for you when it comes to that. Now, Peddling Profit makes an excellent point right here. Back to school. They already have lists. They already have setups at school, at the stores right now. I already started listing my supplies 2 months ago, because I had been buying a lot of clearance. Y'all know I love my clearance.
We love clearance.
Season last year, and they start clearancing it out, is when I started buying for the next year, for the next school year, or the next session, because I sell school supplies all year round, Halloween costumes all year round, holiday, Easter, Christmas, all those type of things sell all year round. So don't be afraid to list it. Yes, inventory system is so important, and it is. That's part of not only organizing, but it's also making sure you have all your inventory in hand. Good morning, Touchman. Hello, good morning, and welcome. So in that case, on that statement, what kind of system, and I go, everybody does it different, so until you figure out what works best for you, what kind of system do you use, Emma?
I use an Excel spreadsheet. So I created an Excel spreadsheet just from my computer. And I have the name of the item, the cost of goods. I have what platform I've got it listed on, what it's for sale as. And then I've got a couple of other columns that have to do with like what my profit's going to be. So once it's sold, I turn it red and I put it over in the profit area. And so I've got an Excel spreadsheet set up for that. And I got my inventory. It's really funny that I got my inventory system from, of all things, the stickers that I ordered online for inventory bags. So it's 1 to 4,000, and it goes 0001, 0002, and that's how I list my inventory. It doesn't have to be something fancy like A4682. It doesn't really have to be that fancy. You can just have numbers attached to it, and then when I sell something, I take it out of that bag. I move it over in the computer to my sales spreadsheet, and then I just reuse that bag and put something new in it.
Okay. If you have any questions about Poshmark, please feel free to ask in the chat. That's what we're here for every Thursday. Mom says people also buy off seasons because they think they will get a better deal, so they buy a Halloween item in February. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Nate asked if, and again, that's for anybody because I have not heard about this. Johnny, have you ever been invited to participate in an eBay run promotion? I got sent a contract through eBay. Yes, it's legit. Was shocked and honored. Ella in the house. No, I have not. And then this one is, let's see. I agree. Around so many items. Halloween. Yes. Have wonderful. All right, Thomas. Thank you very much. And I understand it's time for you to go to bed. You're on the other side of the pond. But thank you for being here. So I'm not sure what that's about. So I want to ask you in reference with the Poshmark. Mm-hmm. There may be some of y'all in here who are thinking about getting into Poshmark but haven't taken that step yet. What are some of the tips that you would give for someone who is thinking about it, never thought about doing it, but now thinking about getting into Poshmark? Tips on what they should do as far as to get started, and should they pick a particular category that might be doing better than other categories?
the first rule of sales, when I first got into sales, and that was about 20 years ago, the first rule of sales, first thing they teach you is get to know your product. Because it's really hard to sell a product, whether it's online or offline or in person. It's really hard to sell a product if you don't know what you're selling, if you don't know its value, if you don't know its history. So my very best advice for picking what to sell on Poshmark, it would be the same thing with other platforms. Sell what you know. Sell what you know, because you can speak to that item in a way that some other resellers probably cannot, or maybe you have specific knowledge about something. Sell what you know. So for example, I started with clothing and shoes because I know that. I've been chasing the fashion dragon for 52 years.
Right.
So for a very long time. So I would say start off with what you know, list a few, see what you think about the listings, adjust as needed, and then just keep going. The more you list, the more you are going to, the more that you're going to sell. But the most important thing with Poshmark is taking that first step. Get your feet wet.
Yeah.
Because once you do it the one time, you're going to be like, oh, that was easy. That was really easy. It's that easy. Honestly, you just get your feet wet. So just hit that sell on Poshmark, and you won't believe how user-friendly it actually is. It's really user-friendly.
Now, you were talking in reference to putting your store on vacation, and like right now, that brings me because good morning, Paul. How are you doing? Good to see you. Long time no see.
Hello.
Good time away. Yes, I am, and I'm looking forward to getting back home. But in reference to putting your store on away or vacation, does that affect your sales, or do you still get sales while you're on vacation, or does that a separate setup for you on Poshmark?
Oh, you want a screen share I can show?
Yeah, because I know on eBay I have all my platforms on vacation, but only on eBay right now I am still getting sales while I'm away. So
on Poshmark you really don't, it's because see at the top of my screen where it says be right back, closed for vacation until July 6th, which is this morning. And then look at what happens to my listings. Here, where's one that it says not for sale. Not for sale.
Oh,
so
I see that. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're on vacation, I was trying to find something with the black background, so maybe would be easier to see. When you're on vacation, it says not for sale. And then watch what happens. We're going to go ahead and take it back from vacation because today was the last day that,
so it doesn't automatically stop. You have to change it.
Yes, you have to. It's not automatically going to stop. It's just alerting people that you're on vacation until now. And then let me go into vacation hold. And now I just click on off and save. And now all my stuff is available for purchase. So I go back to my closet, and now it's all available, and the vacation hold is off of the top.
Okay, don't go anywhere. I want to ask you a question. I'm noticing on some of your backgrounds on your photos, you have some with blue backgrounds and then some with white. And what is the requirement with your backgrounds? You don't have to have them in white backgrounds so you can get Google searched?
No, you don't have to have that at all.
Color?
In my particular instance, you can do color, and because I'm selling clothing, it's actually preferred by me to sell with the blue background for most pieces, because a lot of the light colored pieces stand out more on a blue background.
Okay.
Now, if I wanted to change those, I can change those to like a white background. Like here's a pair of Miu Miu shoes. Green looks weird on blue sometimes, so I changed the background to white.
Right. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it takes a minute. I'm going to have to refresh it to make it see how it's got not for sale, but then some of them do. It's refreshing itself right now. But for example, here's the Armani Colazione ivory pattern jacket. There's no way that you would see that on a white background.
Right.
But if I had to rephotograph, for example, this Philip Lim on a blue background, there's no way that those shades of blue would show up well. So yeah, I just do like this one I did on a the hot hippie black leather fringe skirt I did on a white background, and I thought that would be better to make it stand out. And then this one I did on a blue background because I wanted to really get in there and show that ivory part too.
So are you using a color type changing, or is it something you're doing with the actual colors, or are you changing this with lighting?
Oh, I have a lighting box. I have one of the stand-up lighting boxes, and you can go in and you just roll up a new background.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's got like you can change like the colors of the background.
Okay.
I'm actually getting ready to take down the blue because I have a bunch of red to photograph for the next couple of weeks. I have a bunch of red and orange and things for like Halloween and fall and Christmas. And blue does not sell well for that. A white background with a bright red on it sells better because you get a better sense of what the red is.
Okay. So now we have a statement and or a question from Nails Jamie B. Okay, so this is pretty funny. I just started my Poshmark first listing yesterday, but I have had my Poshmark since 2022, January, and it seems like someone already hacked my account.
Oh, goodness. Wow. Did you reach out to Poshmark customer service? I hope you reached out to Poshmark customer service. And yeah, I would definitely.
She said, now Poshmark is looking at my account. I sent them an email, another platform. So yeah, really, that's not cool.
Wow. I've been on it for 3 years. I've never been hacked. They do live sales now. Yeah.
Let's see here. Craig, hello, good morning and welcome. And you make a great point. You won't get anywhere without the first step.
Thank you. The journey of 1,000,000 miles, right?
Good morning, Robin. Hello, Tommy. Hello, good morning and welcome, sir. How are you doing? Mark and Mike. Hello, good morning and welcome. Working and lurking. Good morning. Let's see here. Yes, I've seen that when I get into your link. Let's see. When I started, I studied so many other resellers on how to sell videos. I'm still watching many of those. Great advice. Reliable advice. Yes, it's always got some good videos. And I mean, different. Everybody does it different, but you always got to find that the way you want to do it that works for you. Tia Nana, hello, good morning and welcome. Love your pictures, Posh Glamours. You are amazing.
Thank you, Jamie.
Hello, Jeannie. Jan, I'm sorry. Hello, good morning and welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you.
And when I started, I would go onto my back deck and take pictures in the sunlight, and then. You know, I mean, that was the best lighting that I had. So don't be afraid to just, plop a foot into that puddle. Don't be afraid to do it. Are you going to get, 40 sales a week for your first? No, absolutely not. But everybody has their own way of learning, and everybody has their own business model. And what works for me, mine is like part-time, and it's sort of, it's fun or it's fun and it's, if it quits being fun, I'm going to quit doing it. So it's a different, everybody's got different things that they need from that closet, and everybody's got different ways of doing things. And I don't think there's one right answer.
I left and came back. Did everybody else chat disappear? Oh, not. So you get out there and just start it. Exactly. Now, my next question on that is because I know from experience with eBay, one of the things that I've learned is when you first start out and you're trying to get your name known out there and get your name pushed out from Poshmark. What is your thoughts or your recommendations for if somebody's starting out on expensive pieces or expensive items? Should they list them right at first, or should they wait to get their name or their store put out there?
I would no, yeah, I would list them right away. Absolutely list them. It doesn't mean that they're going to sell right away, but they can't sell at all if they're not listed.
Sherry says he loves your pictures. He said, but I don't see any cowboy hats.
Funny you should mention that, Sherry, because I actually have a whole bin of cowboy boots. My dad was the king of cowboy boots. And I actually have a whole bin of cowboy boots. I've got like Justin. I've got one pair of Tony Lama that I actually have to buff up and shine before I can take their picture. But I've got like 8 pairs of cowboy boots and a couple of pairs of combat boots and hiking boots in a bin that I haven't listed yet. And I found them. I was going through all my inventory and I'm like, oh man. So that's important to go through your inventory because you never know. Cowboy hats.
Mom Knows Treasures asked about if I'm using the AL descriptions that eBay started. No, I have not. I haven't been listing anything because I'm on vacation. My stores are on vacation mode. But I do have some drafts, and that's one of the things I want to mention when you're doing your. Because I'm thinking about this with the things I'm thinking of with eBay. Are you able to do your drafts to where does it have an expiration that when you're doing your drafts you have so many days to get it done, and they delete it if you don't, or is there a certain time frame for drafts?
I don't know the answer to that because I don't. It's rare for me to do a draft on when I'm listing on Poshmark. The thing with doing drafts on Posh is that it's so easy that by the time you're done with the draft, you're pretty much one step away from actually being listing. Right. So I usually I just go ahead and list it. I've saved a couple of drafts because I found that I was missing a picture that was kind of an important picture or like some material tag or something like that. I usually go to I'll put it in draft, but then I go to my closet, take that picture or find that information, and then I like draft it right away. So the answer is the short answer, which I've turned into a week-long answer, is that I don't normally keep drafts that long, so I don't know for sure. Yeah. Hopefully.
Right. Anna Mora, hello, good morning and welcome. And Michael says, come on, Glammaz, I'm always looking for some good boots. Speaking of that, Sherry says he's also looking for size 10 boots. I'm very quite impressed with you, young lady. Now that's something I can buy, his wife will have to help him. Little Debbie, hello, good morning and welcome. Yvonne, I love that. I love the elf. I'm not sure, what is that doing as far as, I don't know, I haven't looked into it, so. Susie, hello, good morning and welcome. I've heard of people losing their drafts, but not sure how long. Oh. I don't know. Yeah. Well, for me, for example, I try to do as many as I can, but then I go back and get them done, pictures. I do them in steps. But when you go back and they're gone, it's like, what's going on? All right, Peddling Prophet has a question in reference to, does Posh have an extension or app for QuickBooks? This is the reason we haven't jumped on board.
They do not that I'm aware of. I haven't seen anything that would connect it to QuickBooks. I wish they did. I think that'd be easier for all of us. Yeah. But I haven't seen an extension or an app for QuickBooks with them. A way to connect those. No. Poshmark's kind of like it's very insular. So they've got you can connect to Poshmark and you can connect to the mothership, and that's about it.
So Dana, did you lose your Poshmark listings or eBay listings?
Oh,
she
wow.
260 plus listings. Now she has to start over from scratch.
Oh, from drafts?
Yeah, little Debbie, I knew what AI was, but I didn't know how it worked on the platform and what's the purpose of using it. I know it's something fairly new that I'm just learning about, not knowing all about it. So I haven't seen anything to add to I don't even know if I would. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, Johnny, I need to share my closet this morning. You want me to show everybody how I'm sharing?
Go for it.
Okay, so in the upper right-hand corner, hold on,
let me take my brand thing off real quick.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go. In the upper right-hand corner of my screen, Okay, I don't know how to get this. Oh, here we go. Okay, in the upper right-hand corner of my screen, there is a Posher VA Poshmark has access to this site. Can you see me on that?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I click on that, it gives me
Now-
all the different options. This is what my
Okay, hold
Posher
on a
VA
second.
looks like.
When you're sharing your screen like this, are you doing multiple monitors or just one?
Just one.
Okay, you're gonna have to refresh it because anytime you click on something and opens a new tab, you're gonna have to change to that tab.
Okay.
Because right now we're still on the original main page of your store.
Okay. Well, we should be.
Right, but anything you click on, it's not gonna show us. Try it again now.
Okay.
Because we're not seeing it. We're still seeing your main closet. So you
Now,
may
can
have
you
to
see a
stop.
little window?
No.
Oh, wait, there's a view tab, StreamYard.com. Okay, there we go. I
All
think
right.
this is it. Better. Give me just a second. Can you see this? Can you see the
Right
little
now we
red
see-
window?
Yes.
Okay, so on the little red window, this says share. And it says type of sharing to followers to Posh Party, my closet. And
If you're clicking on the link, the little red closet with the hangers, we don't
Uh-huh.
see anything that's showing what you're reading. Just that it's the little red square.
Okay, it may be protected to where they won't actually show
But
it.
you may have to refresh
Sorry.
it or stop sharing and resharing is what I'm saying.
I just refreshed it and I hit view tab StreamYard.com.
Okay, we see the little we see the little hanger blue of the red square,
Yeah.
but we don't see anything after that. But hello,
Do you
Wonder Woman.
see-
How you doing?
Let's see. StreamYard. Yeah, it's not going to show it. I think it's proprietary.
Yeah, it's not showing.
I think it's
No,
proprietary, Johnny.
Go ahead and click on it and then see if it opens and see if it'll let you share your screen then. Because 9 times out of 10, when you're sharing it, it does make you stop sharing and then reshare. And then we'll see the next.
Okay. Let's
Yeah,
see.
we have that a lot with others that I've been working with, and that's the issue.
Okay, so now in order for me to do it, in order for me to have the window open, I have to have Poshmark open. So let me try something. Okay, I did hit stop sharing. So let me try share screen again.
Hello, Denise. Good morning. Hello and welcome.
Oh, goodness. Nope, it won't do it because I'm looking at the share screen. Watch. It still won't show it, and it's okay. See, I have the window open, and it still won't do it.
That's interesting.
Yeah, which is okay. I mean, I thought it'd be fun to see that, but it's not. It's not that big a deal. You hit the little red hanger at the top if you're with Posher VA, and then you just click on share, and it pretty much just starts sharing your closet.
Okay, Dana says, sorry, it was eBay and Poshmark is still there on vacation mode. Yes, because I moved and hide all the items, but went back at 90 days, they were all deleted. Ouch. Wendy, hello, good morning and welcome. And Brown Sugar, hello, good morning and welcome. And it is probably protected, yeah.
That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing that they're like, no.
Now you were saying about the sharing. Don't you use the Posh VA?
That was the Posh VA.
Oh, that was. So that might be
Yeah,
why.
you just click on a little hanger. I only use stuff that's really, really easy to use. Guys, I am not a technological person at all, like at all. So I click on the little hanger and then I hit share and that's it. And then it shares my closet, and what happens is when it shares your closet, it kicks the algorithm up. So you've got more eyes on your stuff. In addition, it puts you up towards the top of the search engine if you're on Google.
Okay. Now with that, when are you using like hashtags or tags to use in your listings?
I don't use hashtags. I use certain keywords, but I make sure that they're incorporated into something that is readable on the listing. So, for example, I'm not just going to put, camping. I'm going to put good for camping or something like that. So it reads as a description.
Right. Okay. And again, if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask. That's what we're here for. Especially if you're thinking about getting into Poshmark and you haven't done that and taken that step yet, you're more than welcome to ask away. So what I'm going to do is I am going to add the link, but y'all know Jennifer's been dropping your links in the chat. She does this every day in everybody's chat on her phone. But one of the things you may not have noticed is that she never drops her own links. So here's her link to her channel. Here's her link to her Etsy store, as well as buy her a milkshake. That's just other ways that we can show our love and support to what Jennifer does for us, and easy. And there's the links. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop the link to the panel if you would like to come on and join us, whether it's talking about Poshmark, listing, sharing, whatever, or you just want to come on and promote your channel, you're more than welcome to. There's the link. I do ask that you make sure your camera is on so I can verify that it is you. Then if you're one of those that don't like your camera on, you're more than welcome to take it off before I put you on the panel. But that's just what I do here with that. So please make sure your camera's on. Because if you don't, you can't come on.
That's right.
Yeah. So in any instance, when somebody's wanting to get into starting with Poshmark, is there anything you would recommend them to stay away from listing?
Yeah, I would probably not start Poshmark with glass. If you're doing glassware, I would probably save that for a little while until you get really comfortable, because they ask you, they're like, do you realize this is breakable? And you have to click yes. And they only do that with like breakable things or things that are like breakable with liquid in them. And then they're like, are you sure you want to publish? And the way that they've got it worded, it's not exactly that. The way that they've got it worded can be confusing. And you're like, you can click. It's very easy with glassware to accidentally click the wrong thing and delete the whole listing and then have to go back again. So I would avoid glassware to start with. Other than that, though, I would really just start with, just go with what you know. I mean, if you know that you have some cool vintage T-shirts, go with those. There's nothing wrong with that. If you know. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. If you know that you are nails, Jamie B nails is the perfect thing. If you know that, let's say that you have specialized acrylic fingernails or something like that, put those out there. And yes, you can add your name, your marketing name to your pictures. What you cannot add are cross references to other platforms. They're probably just gonna remove it right away. So I wouldn't do that. But Poshmark's very jealous. And most platforms are. They're not going to let you reference other platforms on their platform.
Right.
But yeah, go with what you know. If you go in the kitchen and you have a piece of Tupperware and you're like, you know what, I want to give it a shot, put that Tupperware on that Poshmark, honey.
Cuddling Prophet has a question. How many pictures can you add to your listing?
The max is 16 pictures per listing.
Wow.
Yeah, and I take every single one of those. I take advantage of every single picture that I can, because it shows that to your customers that you trust in your product enough to be able to take it from any angle. If there are flaws, take those pictures of the flaws. Make sure you put those flaws out there.
Now I know I have another question, but what I want to ask on this one is, like, for example, if you're listing, and I know you do a lot with Coach, but say somebody who's getting out there, getting started, but they don't know that you know a lot or can come to you about it. Is there anywhere they can go to for, say, Coach bags or Coach pieces of whatever they may have to verify that it may be right, if it's real, or how do they take that chance and list that kind of stuff on Posh?
my best advice for designer bags would be you got to know your stuff. And the only way to know your stuff is there are a lot of authentication videos that show you what to look for a fake, and what to look for reals. For real items. So I would say, if you have, let's say that you have a Prada bag and you're not sure it's a real Prada bag, Google search, just type into YouTube actually is probably your best tool. Type in how to spot a fake Prada bag, and you'll see video after video after video. My very best advice is to watch a minimum of 2 and possibly 4 if you can, because you're going to start hearing things that are repeated over and over again, and those things that are repeated over and over again are your guidelines. If it's Coach, reach out to me. I'll let you know.
All right, Margie has a question. I am trying to list a ring, and I'm trying to figure out what that is. RN. I'm not sure what the RN means. And it won't allow me to change the size from OS. What am I doing wrong?
In jewelry, it's a little different. I would go into, if you're listing a ring, I would go into your sizes and at the very top, there's like size OS, and then you'll notice next to that, to the right of that, there is one that says custom. Click on the custom for rings.
Okay, she said RN is right now.
Yeah.
So she would have to go into customs.
Yeah, it's just, custom sizing basically. So you get to type in the size. Because Margie, they're not going to have like pre-listed like ring sizes right now. Yeah.
Oh, really? Jamie would like to know, is there a faster way to get a trademark name in Canada? I've been waiting for 2 years. Wow.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I can only speak to the US. Yeah, I can only speak to Posh US because they won't let us cross post in. I can't open like a Canadian store or a UK store unless I have like a whole different identity over there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So are they, I know there's so many different changes on different platforms. Has there been any new changes lately that you care to share?
Not yet. But I do see with, and this kind of crosses over to something I was talking about on my show this week. I do see one coming because USPS is switching up they're switching up their parcel and their media mail and all of that stuff. And I'm guessing that Poshmark, because Poshmark only uses USPS in America, or at least in the US, I should say.
Right.
So they only use the post office. So I'm guessing that Posh is going to have a change in the way, because here's the thing with almost everything that you sell on Posh, it's priority mail, except if you're selling electronics, they will only send it ground for some reason. Well, before they sent it, they would only send it like parcel select. Now it's going to be incorporated into that Posh ground. So I'm interested to see if the shipping rates go up for electronics on that.
Well,
which
for
I'm
everybody who know, that will take effect on July the 9th.
Yes, that's going to happen actually on the Sunday. Yep, on the Sunday of my possible next live.
Across all platforms. If you haven't checked out, and I'm gonna put this link in the chat, because if you have not gotten your e-commerce bite newsletter, you may want to make sure you subscribe to this, because it's great information, a lot of great updates when it's happening. And this just happens to be the latest one that they keep talking about. Now, this has been going on for about a couple of weeks now, but they're still talking about the new direction that the Postal Service is taking for USPS for shipping. And basically, if you're using like they're calling it ground advantage.
That's it.
Yeah. And basically, it's taking over the parcel select ground, parcel first class, USPS ground, and USPS ground selected ground. So there's like all these different things that you can able to select separately, Well, now will be combined into one. And one good thing about it, you will still be able to get that insurance for the first 100 with that. So definitely read into that. There's the link in the chat. Just make sure you do subscribe, because usually it's twice a week. Sometimes, depending on, there's a lot of great information coming out. There's a lot of updates. You usually get about 3 a week. And so definitely check that out. Make sure you're subscribed, because every time there's an update, they do come out and give you the full story. And it could be anything from eBay, Poshmark, Etsy, Amazon, you name it. So yeah, definitely get an eye on that email. You want to make sure you are part of that. I can't stress enough. That's when I get a lot of updates. Let's see here. Is there? Okay, that's where I was. Larry, well, hello, good morning, and welcome, sir. What? Good to see you. All right. Oh no, you cannot cross post, so I can't put nail stuff on eBay and/or Poshmark, the same products.
Can I address this, Jamie? You absolutely can. Cross posting is different. You just can't put, like if you're putting your nail stuff on eBay, you can't put as also seen on Poshmark. So yeah, you can't mention the other platforms that you've got it on. Or if you have it on Poshmark, you can't go as also seen on eBay. They'll just zap it right away. But you can definitely post on both. Absolutely. Post on each one as if it's an individual store that you're selling to. You can't take something to Target and be like, as also seen at Walmart. They're not going to let you do that. And it's kind of the same thing.
All right. So she's asking about Whatnot. Whatnot, it's not a listing platform. It's more of a selling live type platform. So if you're thinking about getting into Whatnot, that is more of live like this, but selling at a kind of fast pace.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if that's how y'all do it in Canada, but that's what I'm aware of here in the United States. I'm going to have to wait till I'm something that affects and deals with better information.
I think that I'm one of those people too, little Debbie. The best information that I can give, it has to do with obviously things that, I'm better at real life hands-on than theoretical.
Well, again, with the thing with the e-commerce bite, it's not giving you all the facts, but it's giving you the links to go check out the facts. That's
yes, exactly. I do too. I know.
Here's some other links you may want to read into it. That's why I recommend not only reading the newsletter, but also follow up with those links that they offer you and check it out and do your own research, of course. But nine times out of 10, the things that I'm seeing on e-commerce, I'm already seeing either in my messaging systems on other platforms. So I think they're pretty cool. They're pretty good with keeping up on things that are happening. Kind of gives you a little heads up.
That's David and Ina Steiner. They were the couple that I was talking about on my show that one time, where eBay was, I mentioned that eBay was, was sort of called on the carpet on 60 Minutes for stalking and harassing a couple that had a cyber thing. That's them. Yeah.
And that's not only that, they live in Massachusetts, I think in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, I would check out the 60 Minutes thing on that. Ooh, it was juicy, honey. It's the tea. Capital T.
Let's see. We got something coming in from Dana. I'm waiting for the show up in the StreamYard. All right. Dana says, the products say only available at Walmart or whatever store. I have listed these items, but I wonder, can Walmart or stores can take it down?
That's a good question. I would not know that answer.
And I put a lot of stuff that says exclusively like at Walmart or Target.
Yeah.
But I've had no problems. I don't know. Has anybody else had problems with that? I haven't had. The only thing you have to be careful of too, don't put those kind of things in your title.
Yes.
For example, there was a thing a while back. I've been doing this for 4 years now. So I want to say in the first year I was on eBay, there has a lot of people saying, well, they're taking down my items. They're taking down my items. Is there as seen on TV?
Mm-hmm.
We'll kind of find out that was in their title. Don't put that kind of stuff in your title. You can go down to the Dropbox, and there is one that would be, say, you can also click one of the descriptions, that's item specifics that may say as seen on TV. You can check that off, but don't put it in your title.
Yeah.
I have listed a lot of stuff as seen on TV with no problem.
I think the best, honestly, the best advice that I can think of would be, just try to fly under that radar, because they are a really big box store. Walmart's the king, obviously, but Target's not so small either. And if you give them cause to, if you give them cause to put them on your radar, or to be on their radar, it's probably not a good thing.
Right.
If you're selling their stuff, just be discreet would be my guess.
But just like I think, if I remember correctly, if you go to sell on Walmart, I don't think you can list anything from Walmart. I'm not sure on how that works, but I think that's what's happening.
Well, that would make sense.
Yeah, but again, I'm not sure 100%.
I have on my Poshmark, in my Poshmark closet, I have a Hello Kitty Olympics Funko Pop thing. Mm-hmm. And they've got right on the box, it says only at Target. Well, obviously it's not only at Target, it's in my Poshmark closet too.
Right.
But I don't mention Target anywhere in the title or description. Right. I don't mention Target. It just says on the box only at Target. I think though that if I mentioned, like, if it was like, I think one of the keywords that a lot of these platforms look for are other platforms, and not like Walmart or Amazon, but like they're looking for like their competition, Poshmark, Etsy, eBay, all of that. I think one of the bots that they have is looking for that, because I've had stuff knocked out without any explanation before. And I definitely, if anybody tries to contact me, whether it's in a private conversation, which you can have on Poshmark, or whether it's they're typing something into the chat, they will automatically zap it right away if they mention their phone number, any other platform, email address, any information that would lead them off of the Poshmark platform.
Right.
So I can only speak to Poshmark, but they definitely zap it.
That's a big no-no. What's up, Patrick?
Hey, Mark.
Sir. Awesome. I got monetized. Yes, he did.
Yay! Hallelujah.
Walmart exclusive is just that. Now, again, Mom Knows Treasures made a good point too. They will see it in their pictures. Oh, well, okay, Jeffrey. Well, have a great weekend. The buyers will see the photos in the and again, there's some little item specifics that you got all these different Dropbox downs. There, one of the choices, especially when it's something like Funko Pops or cards, plush and things like that. There is a Dropbox that you can maybe check off that if, for example, even with comics, is it exclusive? And a lot of times you'll have them Dropboxes that are item specifics. Make sure you fill those out correctly. But I wouldn't put it in my title.
No, I don't put it in my title.
Yeah. Hard good collectibles is the rough one. People just based on it. Exclusive. Yep, exactly. So yeah, definitely be careful on trying to watch what you're using in titles when it comes to that kind of stuff, because you don't want to get it pulled before you even get it listed. You know what I'm saying? So to say.
Ain't that truth?
Yeah. And if anybody would like to come on and promote your channel and/or talk on the topics of today, when it comes to Q&A all about Poshmark, you're more than welcome to join us on the panel. The link is at the top of the chat. Just make sure your camera is on so I can verify that it's you. Because if I don't see you, you can't come up. And if you want to take your camera off after that, you're more than welcome to. The numbers are going down, and I want to make sure that we do get anyone's questions. So if you have any questions, please make sure to ask in the chat. We want to make sure we get them done. And again, remember that all these morning shows I am downloading on a hard drive, and then I'm editing them and putting them up into a Q&A only portion of the videos. And it's also up in YouTube. When I get back home, I will be probably looking at getting into signing everything up for the other thing to go out on podcasts. So be on the lookout for that. But right now, all that is being put up and then re-uploaded into a uploaded video and also into the YouTube podcast. Twitch man, are you in another auction? Somewhere auctioning? I think you might be in somebody's bidding in here. You're in the wrong channel for that one. You're not doing an auction. All right, you can use a limited edition. Right, you can use things like that, but not just listed a limited edition, a Taco Bell item. Yeah, you can use like limited edition, but just don't put that particular Walmart or Target and things like that.
Yeah.
In the title.
He's being funny, by the way. He's got a. I already bid on it, on the thing that he listed that was limited edition.
Let's see. So what? So how? Oh, how? So what to join? But I'm scared. I'm not sure.
Jamie.
Good morning, Deborah. How are you doing? Good morning, hello, and welcome. Let's rate Victoria today. Is she live at 10? Oh, we can do that. There's the link, y'all. Victoria's been under the weather, and so she's back in the swing of things. And her show is auctions at 10. It's a mystery bag auction.
That's right.
I can do that, yeah. So if you, I don't see any other questions coming in. So Glammaz, what we're going to do is we're going to get right in the show. But before we do that, I do want you to promote your channel. There is some things you got coming up. So definitely make sure we discuss that and promote that. And Touch, man, thank you for renewing your membership. Just became a new member. So guess what, Touch? I got something for you. It is time to end the show with a chair dance. So without further ado, thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. This is for you, Touch, man.
The dollars. Let me have it, please. I got the dollars.
Let him have.
You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let them have it with no problem. Let them have it.
Attention, attention, new member. I want to thank you. Thank you for being a friend and family member of the Cajun Roots Reseller channel. Thank you, thank you.
I love it. I love it. Couldn't resist. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get yourself promoted. Make sure you tell everybody a little bit about what you got going on in your regular shows and anything you have scheduled. Join your lives, Johnny.
Okay.
Well, is also doing a whatnot on Mondays. Okay, Larry. Well, I'm only putting on the calendar what I know. And she needs to reach out to me. That I'm not. We don't really do too much with whatnots unless they tell me. All right, go ahead, take it away, Glammaz.
Oh, okay. You just have to know a few things about my channel. It sucks and it's awful. Don't ever watch it. But if you do, 10 a.m. on Sundays, Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Mountain, 8 a.m. Pacific, and we do have brunch and we have a fun time. And then every Thursday morning, I am on Johnny's channel, and we talk about Poshmark at 7:30 a.m. Central, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. And then on the 19th of this month, I do have a classic crap auction starting at 6:30 Central. That is going to be all clothing and accessories, and it features two of my favorite handsome fellas, or three really of my favorite handsome fellas. We have the Two Old Guys Vintage, who'll be selling vintage clothing and jewelry and things like that. We have Johnny with Cajun Roots Reseller. You may have seen this charming gentleman. And of course, myself. So we'll be having a lot of fun on the 19th. Please come join us and join me on Sunday for brunches, except for maybe this Sunday, not so much. I'll have a tag up and let everybody know for sure by noon today.
Now, are you still doing the bar night live from the bar?
We usually do that about once a month, but we haven't scheduled for July yet. We have one of our bar members is actually in the middle of moving to a whole other state.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, with a kid and a business and everything. So we're probably going to put that off until August and maybe do a back to school special.
All right. Mary, thank you for being here. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And Jamie says, enjoyed all your knowledge, Johnny and Glammaz. Thank you all for taking the time. And we do this every Thursday. And then, of course, don't forget tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, again, live from the Lake House in Illinois, will be Q&A, all about Etsy. And that's with Design Laura's. And then next week, all back to a regular scheduled programming back in Illinois, Lake House. We're leaving Sunday to go back to Massachusetts. So we'll be there live next week. Bingo will be back on at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget tomorrow, Saturday at 6 o'clock. I am live with co-hosting with Hoosier Stacker with a Silver Stacker Bingo at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time-ish. I will be there. And then back to our regular scheduled program next week. And so, yeah. And good morning, Sailor Stecker. How are you doing? Good morning. Hello.
Hey, Sailor.
And so please make sure you do check out the links that Jennifer's been dropping in the chat, as well as if you missed those links, guess what? You can go to the three dots and go directly to their channel. And if you like that content, don't forget to make sure you subscribe, hit the notification, but most importantly, go back, watch videos, leave those comments, and give them those thumbs up. All that helps their channel, but also don't forget, if you're in another channel, you're asked to be dropping your links, try to not drop your link to your YouTube channel. Only drop a link to a video, maybe the last one you made, or the last one you want to put out that you put up. Put them out there. Put those links instead of your channel link. So that's my advice for the day with that. And if anyone would like to come on after the show's over, you're more than welcome to. That link is still at the top of the chat. But until then, we're going to go ahead and end the show. And thank y'all very much. Don't forget, you can always come back and watch the show or leave comments in the video section below. So with that being said, like I said before, I end each and every show. Love always. Love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day. And until we meet again later, peace out. And y'all come back now, you hear? Stop the press. Simply Dana, thank you very much for the super sticker. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. This is for you.
The dollars, let me have it, please. I got the dollars.
Let him have.
You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let them have it with no problem. Let them have it.